EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon well into the triple digits, and they'll take that every time out.
What I loved was just how decisive he was running the football. Coaches like guys that go north and south. They don't like the east-west guys, the juking and the jiving. 1 foot in the ground and cut.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
What a banner year in 2020 for Myles Garrett. Gets his Cleveland Browns to the playoffs for the first time in a long time and had 12 sacks to lead his team. He's averaged more than 10 sacks a year in his 4-year career and was named All-Pro for the first time after the 2020 campaign.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll set up a throw. And this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with an INT. And the Browns are going to... They begin the drive with Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Second down and 8. Back to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Out of the gun now on third down. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for the...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job.
Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands to... They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush. Away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. They'll look to throw here. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
How quick.
And done.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They have the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24. And a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
All right, everybody in the house had to figure that was going to be a 1-yard plunge. I know I was fooled. How about you?
Absolutely had to readjust my eyes when it was a play fake. Good job defensively, though, to not bite.
Too bad that didn't end the series. They stopped the hold in there.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Andrew Beck, as the first half is winding down.
And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final.
To see that from the quarterback, because he's had the interceptions in the... They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
The tackle there by John Johnson. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, He ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to... Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Myles Garrett in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. He'll drop to throw. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll drop to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Browns... They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
He's going to drop this one down to Gordon.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator. Showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
Back to throw again. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And the ball is knocked out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Cleveland, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far.
And they will be back home.